Welcome. Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming out here winning free picks on Wednesday, the 29th of December. I got to look. I'm so confused. New year coming up. I got to see what's going on. Got to see what's going on in the day. Anyway, welcome on into the show here on StreamYard. I got to have the banners up for you. There you go. I'm going to put the free picks up in the comments section. There you go. Yesterday on the video 1 and 2, NFL football 70 and 61, college football 91-78. We did drop the totals yesterday, and or one total. Air Force under. We had Minnesota loser there plus the 5, and UCLA was postponed. College hoops 91-74. Another winner in the video there. No, actually, I shouldn't say that. I winner we had as a premium play. I did have a play there in Maryland under, so that got there, but no play on the video. NBA 29 and 38. We cashed that. Thunder 14 and 7. My premium NBA at 65%. Nice. And NHL 21-23. Not loving the NHL right now. Not, you got for Canada, you got cancellations, and I don't know. I didn't even look at today's. You had these games postponed. The other ones I didn't even look at today, to be honest with you. NBA, we got a couple picks up. We'll talk about that right now. Let's go. NBA, Pacers and the Jazz under. College football, Clemson and Oklahoma. Clemson actually just put out as a premium pick as well also today. College hoops, Buffalo, DePaul, Merrick, and Western Illinois. I put Merrick. It's Mary Mac. It's just Long Island. I don't know why I always put Merrick. I apologize for that. I'm dumb. What am I going to say there? I got to switch that up. It says Merrick. It is Mary Mac. For some reason, I think Mary Mac, and I just think Merrick, Long Island. So that is why that says that. And when I abbreviate on my little sheet when I write down, I always put Merck like that. So that is why that is that way. Anyway, enough of my grammar mistakes. So we're going to see what everybody's got in the chat today. World Sports coming in. Oklahoma -3, Clemson -2 in the bowl games. Oklahoma, good number at the 3. I came in late on that. I'm like, you know what? I wasn't going to play it, but I do like Oklahoma. I ended up betting a little bit. I think I got them at a touchdown. Obviously late to the party in that game. Clemson, again, I got it like at 2. And I thought about Clemson earlier. I was like, you know what? Yeah, big letdown spot for them. This is a team that plays in the playoffs, and now they're in a low bowl, right? It's not, definitely not the playoffs when you're playing in the Cheez-It Bowl. But this team, I don't know. Something tells me Dabo is not going to let these guys come out here laying an egg. It's still, 10 wins is 10 wins for them, even off a bad season. And you got Iowa State, who's listen, this team is not good at all. This team's a cluster. They have trouble scoring. So, Clemson, we saw them in the second half kind of put some points on the board. So I look at this as them as like a building block into next year for them. So, granted, they lose their DC, right? Didn't he leave their defense coordinator? I don't think that matters here because the Iowa State offense is bad. Oh, here we go. Germany plus 5.5 goals. What's happening here? A lot of college hoops today. Looking at the Kent State CMU game, only due to Central Michigan being so terrible. Team total under 61 for Central Michigan, and also spread Kent State. Yeah, that. I do have some MAC plays today, and I looked at that. Just 15. Me, Tate. I'll lay some big numbers. Like I got Moorhead today laying a big number. Kent State, yes. Central Michigan numbers bad. I could see you rolling with that one. Other half of Earl Sports in the house. Good morning. Miss Danica coming in. She's going to come in looking for some NBA love. We get it. Miss Danica loves the NBA. So total in this game here, Dallas, Sacramento. I'm actually leaning towards the we did this little total chaos last night on this game. And I think there was no line on this one. But I would have been looking at the under in this one, believe it or not. So I'll lean under in that game, Miss Danica. I like Iowa State today. Kessler's coming in on Iowa State. Now, I can't tell you. Okay, I'm on the other side. I bet it. That's fine. But you want to bet Iowa State? I'm not going to say no. I don't mind you're against me there. I understand the whole thinking of taking Iowa State. They just got a bunch of guys out. You lose your best offensive player, he's out on a team that already has trouble scoring. And my biggest concern with Clemson, as I said, you play in the playoffs and now you're playing in the Cheez-It Bowl. But why? I don't know. Dabo does not strike me as a guy who's going to let this team take off, especially on a year where they go 9-3. He's going to be like, you know what? No, fellas. We're here to play. We look bad. I mean, listen, we see their stats right for the season with Clemson. Started out kind of slow, right? But then here you go, 1, 2, 3. 5 straight wins, 30-0 over South Carolina. They put up a 48 spot on Wake. Held Wake to 27. UConn 44-7, 30-24 beat Louisville's a decent team. Florida State 30-20 lost to Pitt. Kenny Pickett not bad losing there. We had Pitt that spot. But against teams like this, they beat Syracuse 17-14, BC 19-13. Georgia Tech 14-8. Lower scoring, yes, but now Iowa's losing their best offensive guy. I just want to know where Iowa State's putting the points on the board. Knicks first half with Detroit. Long list. Oh, man. Me. I'd be leaning towards Detroit. I didn't like the Knicks yesterday against Minnesota or 2 days, whatever that was against Minnesota. I didn't like them laying on the road. I'm not going to like them laying the touchdown either, Mr. Nika. I got two NBA plays up. This is what I like. And I'm the first to tell you. 29-38 in the videos. 29-38. Now on my games, I actually bet because I don't know. I didn't write down. I just went through the records. I didn't like yesterday. We had the Thunder. I had them at 6.5. So I don't keep track of what I had because I had to go back and do them. But I don't know in the chat if there's always a premium in there. So maybe the premium ones I put in here are better. For all we know, we're 14-7 with my premiums in the chat. We could be 10-0 with them in the chat. But today I got 2 I like. Pacers and the Jazz. I just can't. My feelings. Danica's been here a long time. She knows my feelings about the NBA. Francisco's in the house. Good morning. Give it a thumbs up. Yes, give me the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Over the Bulls, Hawks. 223. Listen, Hawks have been a little bit of an under, but I could see this one going over. I'll say okay to the over there. Suns, yes, I last night we did me and Timmerall on the Total Chaos show. We both like the over in this one because I figured with the Thunder, it's a back-to-back spot. Either they come out with a win, they're shooting well, they're going to be feeling good coming here shoot. So yes to the over there. Suns, 2 straight losses, tough loss. You're going to come on here, get straight against a bad team, so they're going to run up. So over, yes, at 217. I don't know if it's moved, but 217 is what I said to go over yesterday with. Kenny R is in the chat. Good morning. Over the Grizzlies and who's Memphis playing? The Lakers. I want to say under. Anything with the Lakers, I don't know how they're scoring, so give me the under. Richard P. at the like, thank you very much. Edmonton Oilers going to the ice. Where we got Edmonton here? Against St. Louis? 6.5. Wow. I might have to do over just because it's a 6.5, Mr. Nika. 6.5. Holy cow. What is that? That's like a 70 in college football. A 6.5. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'll go over with it. I'll go over. I mean, man, a 6.5. What? I mean, I remember hockey's at like 5s back in the old days. I mean, a 6.5 for Edmonton Oilers. Cats. I mean, who's in goal? They got nobody in goal? I mean, what is going on with that one? Yeesh. Give me the over. Seattle cracking to the over 6 against Philly. Yeah, Philly's turned on a little bit, right? They played a little better. We can go over to 6 with you. I'll say okay to that. Virginia Tech +4 says Kenny R in a little college football 2:00 game here. Maryland, Virginia Tech in the Pinstripe Bowl. I actually got a premium on this one. Only one for the day, Kenny, so I can't give it a side on. Can't give a side on that one. Lex Steele's in the house. Good morning. Good morning. Joe's coming in a little Tennessee, Maryland, Iowa State. That's what your man has. So tomorrow's Tennessee game up to 6. Yeesh. That's up to 6. Oh, my goodness. Could have Tennessee as a dog. Maryland -3. Again, that game could have had them at a pick 'em here. I like the, that game was a pick. You could have had them a +3 Maryland. And Iowa State at a +3 or here versus Clemson. So, again, Maryland, Virginia Tech. I got a preview on that one for today. The other games we'll talk about. But let's just talk about the Tennessee and Maryland, both of them, with 6-point line moves, 8-point in the Purdue game. I know people don't like grabbing early lines. You don't want to tie up bankroll, and this is the difference between having fun and trying to make money. If you can lock up $100 for a week or two and find a good line, now, good line doesn't mean you're going to win all the time. I had Houston yesterday +3. It almost didn't even get there +3. But folks, always have a little extra for a game. If you like a game, I know we have opt-outs, but you can come in, you can buy off that game, you can do an in-game if things get out of control. Having fun again. Having fun making money. These line moves, Western Michigan, +7 to -7. Could add North Carolina, laying 5. It's up to 10. Keep it classy with Higgs. That's going to be the new name of the show, Keeping It Classy. I try to keep it normal in here, right? We try not to go off the rails with bad language and bashing things. But you know what? I'm going to throw somebody out here. So someone comes onto the YouTube. Now, I put the free pick out, whatever. It is what it is. The free picks, the videos, I always usually put in the chat. So it was the Minnesota. Like I said here, well, we'll lean to the dog in a defensive kind of game. Someone comes in literally like 10 minutes ago, was like, hey, Minnesota, this is why you got to take Minnesota defense. So I'm like, wow, you come in a full day after an 18-6 win or whatever it was, laying 6 points, and that's you talk smack after you have an 18-6 game. I try to keep it classy, Lex. I try not to get on people here, but sometimes, give me that last night. Give me that before the game, not after an 18-6 win. That was far from a blowout. Utah State Air Force under the 131. I got this like right at like 131-ish. So would I lean under? Yes, Air Force. I mean, it's not a altitude game. Utah State's used to this kind of, playing up here like this against Air Force. So I would lean under, though, because the Air Force offense, let's go under. Not feeling bowl games today, says Miss Danica. She likes tomorrow's bowl games better. Again, if you had good early numbers today, you'd be feeling good. If you want to come in late, you can get good dog numbers. It is what it is. See, tomorrow, I was kind of looking at this North Carolina game for tomorrow, the Mayo Bowl. I love my Mayo, but not Dukes. I've never had Dukes. I'm a Hellman's guy. Part of me wants to take NC with Howell tomorrow, but I'm like, 10. I don't want like 10. South Carolina's had a nice little year with Beamer, new head coach there. And, of course, I got a big play up in the Music City Bowl. We got Peach Bowl tomorrow. So I get it. You see a little more bigger names, stuff like that. I understand because today was a late ad for me with this Oklahoma game. So I understand why tomorrow's better. I already bet 2 games tomorrow way ahead of time. And then we got that Wisconsin game. Again, and whiskey, I'm kind of looking at whiskey. I don't know how Arizona State's going to play here. Definitely not loving Pac-12 schools. Spurs, here we go. Jerry's coming in. What do we got here, Jerry? You got Spurs. Where are the Spurs against Miami? -5.5. I would say, well, I'm not going to lay money line. That's 5.5. I don't like laying 125, 130, 140. I'm not going to do money line there, but I understand why you like the Spurs. Miami's struggling right now. Suns against Oklahoma. A parlay these. Okay, there we go. I should have read the whole sentence. That's what I do. I just look at the first thing and move on. So money line these up. Okay, I can see all these cash in there. Money line parlay. I'll say, okay, Jerry, I like it. That should be a winning night for you. Knicks back-to-back in Detroit. Stay away. I can't bet the Knicks laying points, Lex. I say this all the time. No way as a fave. Clemson QB is horrible. Best receivers out under as well. I could definitely get into the under there. My thing with Clemson, at just the 2, the Iowa team couldn't score. Iowa State couldn't score before. They had trouble scoring all season long. I didn't like the way they looked against good teams. So I don't know. You lose your best offense player. This team to me is more of a. I should say they can't score. It's they put up 30 stuff like that, 30 a game, but I just don't like them. I don't like them. I think Clemson is in a spot where, yes, QB's bad. They've improved down the stretch, and that's what I look at for this because this is a team, again, a letdown spot for sure. You're in the playoffs, and now you're in the Cheez-It Bowl. But what do we say? 5 straight wins, 7 of 8. Slow start to the year. Didn't look good. But they played better down the stretch. Where I like the Iowa State team, all right, they're in off a big win off of TCU, who got rid of their head coach. I don't know. You lost both Oklahoma, Texas Tech. You lose those on the road. You lost to West Virginia on the road. You beat K-State on the road. You lost to Baylor on the road. Another road game here against a team that I think is going to be well coached. I'm just going to lean on Clemson there. Kent State, Central Michigan. Yeah, we talked about Kent. I would lean on Kent there. Central Michigan is a bad team. LSU, Auburn over to 144. Where is that? And this is a little farther down on my piece of paper here. When I write these puppies down, here we go, 144. It was all right. So it's gone up. I guess you got to like the over. It was 140 last night. So 140 up to 4. So people are betting that over there. That's the idea, Kenny. We're trying. Mr. Nico likes Jerry's parlays. Rob Franklin here, Jordan Love fan club president. He says the Predators on the ice. We got Nashville against Washington. I'll take them at a plus. What do we got? A little bit of a plus 135 here on the ice. They're playing well, right? 8-2 last 10. I could go a little Nashville. Billy, how are you today? Welcome into the show. Thanks for popping in today. Cornell Cuse, 162.5. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like the under here, believe it or not. I mean, 162. Give me the under. Vodtech of football. Listen, plus 4 is a nice number here, but you got everything going with these guys. They're missing a lot of guys. You got your interim coach, who I kind of like the guy. Again, plus 4. It's different than them laying 3. It's just tough when you got to change your mindsets there. If if you had them at 3 and now they're plus 4, you're thinking, boy, is this a good play? The line moves because all these guys are out. VMI plus 11. Yeah, this line's come down too. I think it's down to 9-ish. I saw this last night. I'm like, man, we do like Wolford a little bit. That's a nice little club, right? I got them on my little small school top 20 list. I like Wolford. Don't get me wrong, but look at 11. I'm like, I don't know about that VMI, but 11, yes. Now we're down to 9. I see some 8s out there for VMI. Puck line on the Preds for Mr. Nika. Clemson minus 1. I'm taking Clemson. Actually, I'll put these back in there. I'm gonna tweet out the midday money. Nobody's watching Winning Free Picks. So I just turned on. I went from. I can't get the midday money on my Sean Higgs Twitter, Real Higgs. So I put it out on the Winning Free Picks page, but that only has like 0 followers. So I don't know. All right, Penguin killed the llama. You like that? That is our festive. That's our Christmas. That's our festive holiday penguin. All right, Hofstra minus 15. This isn't last year's William & Mary. Yeah, William & Mary is a bad club. We like Hofstra. Found them a couple times this year. Let's go. Take the pride. It was 14. It's gone up. Not shockingly, it's gone up the way William & Mary's played. Northern. Is this supposed to be like Northeastern? I kind of like Northeastern today. I got it circled on my thing. It was almost a play. I got it circled here against Elon. I'm looking. I'm like, you know what? I see where this line went. It was 4. I like Northeastern. My numbers say it's like a pick 'em a 1 and 2 point game. It's a close game. I just couldn't. I like Northeastern. I didn't play it though. Samford plus 10. Who Samford got on the ticket today? I just got the faves written down and the numbers next to it. Where's Samford? Come on, I don't have 49 games memorized. Well, I gotta find this. Someone help me out here with this. What time is this game? So I can find on my sheet. Well, here we go. Oh, against Furman. Money earning Furman. Is it 10? What was it last night? I should say yesterday afternoon. So it was 11 and a half. It's come down a tick. I got this right at 10, Rob. So this is a no play for me. Didn't make my cut. Again, the games in the chat here, I did bet, I got Buffalo, DePaul, Merrimack, Western. These are games I bet. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Got another 4 games I threw out here today. Might add. It's still early. You never know. I might add a couple more. We'll look at a few. I was on the Hornets plus 3, but I'm off. It's on the Pacers. I'm sorry, Missy. I don't ever like to talk anybody off if you're ready to bet on something, but I'm on the other side. Jazz under me. Yeah, I wish I got the 230. It was 230 last night. Would have liked a better number, but I still like the under here. Have faith in Knicks. 2-game win streak, 2-game ATS coverage. Should be able to deplete. Yeah, but I don't. Listen, I don't like the Knicks. 1 back-to-back, 2 laying 7, 8. I know Detroit's bad. I'm not saying they're not bad. It's just a no play for me, Mr. Nick. I mean, I say this all the time. We can come in and say, let's take a side. We could always have a side we like and want to bet on. But, I mean, then also we got to bet 100 games a day because you like, sometimes you just got to walk away. Biggest trap of the day, Vegas. Take Louisville -5. Who's UL got here? Where's Louisville? Is that basketball today? Who's UL playing? Wake Forest? Yeah, I got this right around a 4. So, again, it's right in my number, so I'm not really going to play it. ECU 4.5 versus Wichita today. I didn't bet it, but go Pirates. That's your ECU biasy showing there against Wichita. But no, you know what? If you want to take the points, I got this at 4. You're getting 4.5. I think it's right around the number. So I think when I have it right around that number, I'd probably always lean to taking the dog, unless I really like something about the favorite. A lot of people on the Jazz under. Jazz money line and parlay. Well, you got a money line that Jazz game if you're putting a parlay. You know me, 7 points. I'm not going to money line that. Yeah, and they aren't a lot on it. Me and Tim last night, we both liked the under 230, and they watched our show and they bet the under. The lines come down. Do I like Tua's brother laying 4 versus Maryland? I like Tua's brother better when he was getting +3, Bill. And -4 is not really want to be, but Maryland college football game, San Francisco. I got a premium on this one, and as I said, do I want to lay 4? No. Would I rather be at a -3 or even at a pick 'em as opposed to this number? Absolutely. 4 is again. Everybody's gonna come in and bet the 4, right? Because my son calls him Tua turnover, and his brother's a little bit, maybe slightly a little better. I mean, the guy still throws some picks, but it's improved a little bit down the stretch, I guess we could say. That being said, I know 4 is different than 3. The Virginia Tech, you get so many guys out in some of these games. It just throws your whole, I know I'm locked in at a different number where it's easy to say, let's take Maryland, but at this number, it's you just take it thinking Virginia Tech's going to show up. I don't know. We could say this about a lot of these games. Oklahoma game, up to 7. Do I still want to lay 7? They could have laid 4. Is Oregon going to mail it in? What's Virginia Tech doing with an interim staff? Grizzle NBA against the Lakers. I would just say I didn't bet it. I'd say that because I'm not a Laker guy. I would just say under. I don't see how the Lakers score. Without, it's LeBron and then who else is scoring? Where are they getting their other 100 points from? How much I'm roughly for pushing Houston in the end zone yesterday? I'll take it. I had Houston +3. I was worried. Yeah, groovy. I'm just and I just bet this one today. I just bet Clemson literally 15 minutes before the show. I'm like, you know what? Thought about it last night. I threw it on a free pick video. I'm like, I like Clemson here just because of the coach. And I know everything's gonna be. It's a Cheez-It ball. It's a Cheez-It ball. They're in the playoffs all the time. You know what? Off of Badge, I can't see this guy letting his team not come in here 100% and playing well. Dude, this isn't like Mike Leach yesterday. We had no play on Mississippi State yesterday. I'm like, I don't want nothing to do with them and Texas Tech. I get all right, revenge game for him. All right, you want to take him? I understand. Dude, that guy hasn't won a playoff game or a conference championship forever. Dude, this dude in Clemson's wins ACC titles. He won national championships. He gets to the playoffs every year. But he's going to be like, you know what? No. We're getting extra practices. We've struggled a little bit here. No. We play. All right, somebody's going to opt out. That's fine. I still got another 4-star guy coming in behind them who wants to prove himself. These guys play to go to the NFL. This isn't, these guys got a lot more things at stake here. I got to lean Clemson. I think I'm on the square side here, taking Clemson. Butler, money line versus DePaul. I got DePaul +2. Actually, I got DePaul -1 last night, so. Again, we talk about getting a good number. Yes, Houston Cougars +3 yesterday, closed at -3. You know what? I bet the poll last night -1, and now they're +2. I don't always win every one, folks. That's some other channel. That's the other guy who's got every winner in the book. I don't have that. You get the truth from me, win or lose. So, Wagner, I circled this game, and I'm like, why? I actually want to take St. Francis here plus the points. It was 8. It was 7. It went to 8. I want to take Franny and the 8 points. I got it circled. I want to take it. Much like Northeastern. I got the Northeastern game circled and another one, the Wake Louisville game I got circled. 3 games I got circled I didn't bet. The SMU and Tulsa. What is that at? 2.5. I got this at like a 4. I lean on the SMU. I did not bet it though. Air Force Houston yesterday, dump half on the Westphal game. And that's a tough one there, Kim. Air Force, nice one. Houston, wonderful. West Virginia, 18-6. I knew it was going to be defensive. As I said, I even said here, I'm like, it'll be a defensive game. Let's take the 5 points went up to 6. I was like, all right, people are betting mini. I get it. PJ Fleck, they like him. The old chop the act, rode a boat dude, whatever the heck he says. Tough one there. Oy, oy. You say you give up 18 points and you can't get a cover getting 6? Who would have thunk? Arkansas, Mississippi State. What do I got here? Mississippi State. So I'm seeing, a 3.5 in this game? Mississippi State? I want to say I like Arkansas in this puppy. 3.5 now, huh? I want to take Arkansas. They split last year, 78-77. Actually, no, that was 2020. Last year, 61-45, Arkansas rolled them. The year before that, Mississippi State, 78-77 and 77-70. Again, don't want to throw those things into how games play out, but just with familiarity. Gotta love conference play. I'm leaning Arkansas with you there, Kenny. The SMU, I'd lean the SMU. I did not bet it. What do you say? Damon, how are you? Hit the like button. Thank you for hitting the like button. That's all we ask you, right? Miami, NC State. Yeah, 3.5 I had earlier here. I saw this game. I just, this Miami team, I kind of like NC State. I'm kind of being a little bit of a dog guy today in some of these conference matchups. You're late to the show, but hit the like button. I appreciate it. It's all right. You're coming a little late. You're coming a little. That's all right. We'll throw the chat picks up for you. We got you covered. We got you covered. Feeling the under. I would feel on the under there just because you got so many opt-outs, and Maryland is a team that isn't super, right? I mean, you can see some low-scoring game here. What do we got on this? 55? I mean, it's gotten up 3 points. The total's gone up 3, and the line's moved 7. So we're at that point, we're thinking it's going to be a 45-20 game, I guess is what the feeling is. I don't know. I'd lean under here, believe it or not. Alabama, Cotton Bowl action. So this is interesting, right? So we see the SEC getting destroyed in bowl game, right? They have not won a bowl game, the SEC. We had Houston beat a SEC team yesterday. We saw Cincy beat that said Houston team. I don't know if I could come out like double digits in the first half at Alabama. It's tough fading Alabama. I'd even bet this game. A lot of times I'm just playing Bama. I might have to in-game this one. Although maybe an underplay. The first half, I just can't. I mean, Bama's – this is the thing with Bama. It was like the same with Georgia against Alabama. Until I see somebody scored against Georgia, I'm like, they've been holding people in check. And Alabama's got a couple close games on their card. Right? I mean, and you just think it's Alabama and they're going to bust out and have their great game. I don't know. What do you say these stats are? 17.5. Oh, Alabama. Oh, the team total. I thought you were laying first. I totally misinterpreted this one, Nathan. I'm glad I came back to it. So 17.5 for the first half. I mean, if you're thinking they're putting up a 20 spot, I mean, you should be looking at the over in this game because that game is going to be a shootout. Again, that game did not jump out at me from the start. I saw it was 13.5. I'm like, oh, man, you just take Alabama, 2 touchdowns there. How don't they not win? But, I mean, look at their scores. This is not vintage 50-point game, Bama 55-14 every game. I mean, the scores are they are. All right. 24-22, 42-35, 20-14, 41-38. Even 42-21 Mississippi. I mean, I think Cincinnati's better than Mississippi. But they, against the 41-24 over Georgia. I mean, I don't know. I think the over. I think we should be looking at the over in this game. I think people are going to think Cincy defense. I don't know. I want to, just looking at a quick glance because the game, again, not a game I loved right out of the gate. I jumped in on 21 other games I bet before I bet Clemson today. So 22 other games I bet before this Alabama game. But I'll tell you what, just a quick little glance here in the chat. I might be looking at the over in this game. Could not catch Clemson. It's all right. I understand. I'm not going to tell you to take them. It's all right. Bama going to win 34-17. You think it's low scoring, huh, Groovy? Spurs money line. Thunder under. See, I like the Thunder over. Jazz I can get behind. Bulls money line. OKC. Oklahoma. That's college football coming in here. Under the Sooners. That's under Maryland. Yes, under Maryland. Central Michigan, everybody's on the other side of that here, Lex. Everybody here likes Kent. Under DePaul Butler, I just need the Butler to win. I need DePaul here. I got Buffalo myself. Arkansas over against Mississippi. I can see that. I think I like Arkansas on the points, so I think it's going to be them giddy up, getting a lot of points on the board. NC State, I do like NC State against Miami AP. And Tulane. Who is Tulane playing today? Tulane against Memphis. 9. I see. So So I saw 10. So it went up to 10. Probably should be around 9 or 10. But again, with this Memphis team, who's showing up? What Memphis team is showing up? You want to grab the points? I'm not running to bet Memphis, AP. So good morning to you also. Thank you for coming in. I like Arkansas. I do too. I'm with you on Arkansas. What's going on here? A lot of beeping going on the phone. Bill McDonald says Alabama -3 bounce back against Tennessee college hoops. Get Tennessee pull another upset. Yeah. Again, this is one I looked at. Now I told you I liked Arizona against Tennessee that game. I was like, you know what? Until Arizona chalks one up, and they got out of the gate early. It was what 16-2. Bad slow start there. But I think everybody's thinking what you're thinking. Off the upset, the line was 1. It is now 4. Or is it 3? I mean, this opened up at 2. I see a 1.5. So now if it's 3.5, 4. Listen, I like Alabama. But again, this is a no play for me. It's, I feel, and I say this all the time. You get your Dukes playing, you get a team, teams ranked in the top 20 playing. This line is going to be exactly where it's going to be. Now, can we say find an edge on a side? Yeah, I mean, is it going to be much? I mean, line-wise, the line is where it's going to be. You just need somebody's going to come out and shoot the lights out from 3. Somebody's going to go cold, a la Arizona versus Tennessee early, and that's going to be the difference in the game. I just can't bet this game. I mean, I'll lean Alabama here, but will I be shocked if Tennessee wins this one? No. I mean, that win over Arizona was a week ago. It's not 2 days after. A lot of time to sit on that. We've talked about this before. You postpone games, they get pushed back. Like some NFL stuff, like I had, like Seattle. I was like, I kind of like Seattle here versus the Rams. Rams were off a big win. The game gets moved. It's a different day. It's just a whole different mentality. The Arizona one was December 22nd, a whole week ago. Honestly, if you're asking me hey Higgs, here's $100, what are you doing? I would take Tennessee money line. That was a week ago, and the line's up to 4. So I would lean. Actually, you know what? I'm leaning dog here now. I'm taking Tennessee. Tennessee's for me. Rocky Top. Providence, Kentucky, and Kansas. Kansas laying 17.5. Let's see. Do I want to lay that versus Nevada? Oh, those are Nevada team. I thought they'd be better. I mean, I would lean with the dog, although even though the line's gone up from 16 last night to 17.5. Kentucky, laying 20. I mean, why do you think I'm going to come in and tell you to bet these games here? Why? Surprised you don't have Purdue in there laying 27. Who's Providence got? You have at least a game I could give you a thought on? Because I'm not having thoughts on these huge faves. Providence and the Seton Hall. And then you come in a 20-point favorite, and you come in a game that's like a pick 'em, and I got one site's got Providence at -1, another site's got the Hall -1. How are you betting on? I mean, who do you like? I mean, you like Seton Hall, I guess bet them. 1-point fave, go for it. I don't know. I'd lean Providence, I guess. I don't even know. I got nothing to say about that game. I can't. Some close games like that, unless there's like a real big edge of why I like one team more than another. And here you are, you're off of a break. It's not even like you're catching somebody off of a big game or something. I mean, the Hall hasn't played since December 12th. All right, they had a game postponed. Providence last played on the 18th. Then it was break time for them. I mean, I lean Providence. How is Hall going to come out really sharp here? How about an underplay? How about an under? Cincy money line versus Bama. I'm kind of leaning over in that game, I think. ECU in the points in college hoops. I think we talked about that. All sports about this one too against Wichita. I lean ECU because this line for me, I got to rate around the 4-ish. So if you're getting a little extra value, okay. I did not bet it. Since he gave up 13 to Houston in the first half, I'm feeling over 17 and a half. 13 in the first half. They gave up 13 in the first quarter and then didn't allow anything until 5 minutes left in the game. Yeah, who's going to want to rest players? You are out of your mind, Nathan. No way he's resting guys. If he's resting guys, that game is 63 to 13. It's 50 to 10 at the half. He's resting guys. Over to Churfs. Little Churfs action on a Sunday. What do we got here for KC? Against Cincinnati. 49.5. What do we got a weather update in Cincy? What do we have snow, we have wind. What do we got here? I said on the Look Ahead show, I look at the over there, right? Because you got a lot of offense going on. But on the flip side of that, why I like the under is one, Cincy's going to want to probably try to run a little more with Mixon, keep KC off the field, right? KC offense looks like it's turning stuff around, and the KC defense is totally transformed the last 8 weeks from what it was in September and early October. I'd actually lean over there. Rams game, what do we got for the Rams in Baltimore? Over. I'd lean under there. I mean, 46.5. Again, January in Baltimore, your warm weather Ram team coming out here. I'm leaning under on both these games. Again, it's Wednesday. I want to see more by Saturday. What we're going to get here. It's going to be icy cold out. You never know. Unders for me, though, in those two, off the top of my head here on a Wednesday afternoon. Hawks and Bulls over to 2-2-3. What do I got here for this game? Someone else asked about this because Atlanta's been playing towards unders. Someone else liked the over here. Last night's game was 150 points they played? 130 to 118? So everybody's going to jump on the over again, thinking they're going to – I'd lean under. I lean under just based on that. They scored 150 points, and now it's – or 250 points, 248, whatever. I'll lean under. Going against everybody's thought here. Bama under. Is this Bama football or basketball? Bama basketball, I like the over. ECU 4.5 now. Yeah, people betting Wichita. Sabres puck line, 2 chicken to go money line. It's all right. I'm chicken. I didn't do any hockey today. I'm not betting. Missy, I'm not just going to bet because they got some games back. I want to see some. I need some action. These guys haven't played in a while. I want to see what's going to happen here. Plus 150. Devils are bad. I mean, I'm getting plus money at home. I need to take them. Take the plus 115. Against Tennessee, Kessler. What do we have here? Kessler. Bama's playing Tennessee. Yeah. Okay. For college hoops. I'm going to see. I kind of like. I'm kind of liking Tennessee in that one, believe it or not. Wolf, best picks. They're all the best picks there, Mr. Schmidt, Mr. Santa Claus. Thoughts on LSU Auburn? Auburn 4.5, 143. So I got where's this game at? It was a 4.5, 143. So it was 4 and 149. So I guess we're looking. I guess the over being played. I got this right at like 142 for the over. So I guess you want to look at the over. Sidewise, it's right where I got it at. And I say this all the time, if my number is a half a point either direction, I would just think, if I'm going to bet it, it has to be some kind of intangible to make me push it to one side or the other here. And again, you got guys coming out of break. I need a game. I did bet 8 games today. But a lot of these games that are right around my numbers, I mean, I guess I would lean dogs here. Again, the over, I got a 142, 141 and a half. It's not something I'm running to bet. It's a game I did not bet. Taking DePaul and taking one. Yeah, why not? Listen, I bet the game last night, DePaul -1. The money line was not posted. I would have just laid to 110, 115. Now I could get him at plus 110, 115. I still like DePaul. Oregon, Oklahoma over tonight. I just, I ended up in Oklahoma late to the game, late to the party on the Sooners. This Oregon team is, what did we get? I hope we get an over tonight. I hope we get a decent game. We had an 18-6 game last night. Can we get a decent game? I watched Arizona, Tennessee, 30 on fourth turn. Yeah. That game was like 16-2 out of the gate. They looked terrible out of the gate. But my thing with that is Tennessee does play, they're a defensive kind of first kind of team. All right. And Bama's going to want to push. And everyone is betting on Bama. This line was like 1-2 to open. Now it's up on the way up. People remember, Tennessee beat Arizona. But that was a week ago. It wasn't 2 days. 2 days ago would be one thing. I'd be like, all right, letdown spot. A week? It's a letdown spot after a week? Both teams haven't played in a bit. I didn't bet it. I'm just saying I take Tennessee just based on everybody betting Arizona. Everybody betting Alabama. Over 63 Oregon. Looks like a big number. Oregon, who's going to run it? I mean, is Sooners going to run it up today with Stoops? Who knows? That guy's a psychopath. I don't know what he's going to do. What's Oregon doing? That's the thing with Oregon. And the line's gone up, right? That line's moved. 62-63. I kind of like the under. It went up to 225. Bulls total moving. Yeah, of course it's moving. They scored. Bulls put up 138 last night, and now they see this line. People are like, wow, they scored 20 more points than what this total is yesterday. 25 more points. They scored 248. It was 223. Of course it's going to go up. Everybody's going to come in and bet it. I mean, we know this, right? We know this. I think we saw this last night when everybody was in here like, let's bet Cleveland Cavaliers. How'd that work out for everybody? Cleveland, huh? New Orleans. I told you, let's take the Pelicans in. Everybody's New Orleans. New Orleans outright. Up to 225. Why? This game's going to be 107 to 100. It's going to go under by 30 points. Easy Bulls under for me here. Not even. I can't even. It's. Where's King D? Lock it in with the King. Where's that guy been? Where's the King been? He's been in here with his locks. Here we got locks coming up with Dave. I see him. Maryland and Clemson moneyline parlay. Let's get it, Rod Delgado. I like it. Ducks Canucks over the 5.5. Dave saying. All right. Dave, you sure about it? I'm going to put him in a parlay. He's parlaying him up. He's putting him on his parlay. Mavs. Again, with this NBA stuff. I got 2 NBA games posted. We'll see how they do. You want to bet them versus the Kings? The Kings are bad. I just can't get involved with bad teams. I don't like getting involved with NBA, Kessler. I'll follow you. You like the Mavs? Let's do it. Mr. Nika says a lot of players are missing. He likes the Mavericks. Can't decide over them. I would just lean on I'm saying under. Add it to the parlay. Check. Do you like the under Maryland game, 54.5? Yeah, I like the. I don't know why that line's coming up. I mean, everybody's out for the other team, right? The line's moved 7 points. I mean, if you like Maryland, the over today, you think Maryland's putting up 50. Couple NBA props I'm looking at. Porzingis, Morris, points, rebound, assist, both scorching. Harden's KD's out. All right, Nate, you're the prop guy. I don't come in with player props. I don't look at that ahead of time. A lot of, sometimes there's nothing up during the day here, so I don't even bother even going to the sites to check that kind of stuff out. All right, under in the Colts, under in the Saints. We're rolling the Sunday NFL action here. Colts 44.5. And the Saints, where's New Orleans? Against Carolina, 38.5. Well, I'm going to go over the Saints just based on it's a 38. I'll go over that total. And Indy, 44. I guess it's come down 4 points. Listen, I think Wentz is going to play. I think Vegas is garbage. Indy will put points up on the board. I probably think I'd go more over there than under. But yeah, I'm going to go over on both of those against you. Yeah, Soups. I'm just saying. I don't know what that guy. I mean, the guy said he wants a tequila bat today. I mean, really? Corey Jones, running late. You're an hour late. I can't believe I'm still doing a show 15 minutes here on a Wednesday. Mr. Nika, have a good one. Cowboy going to miss a bunch of shots. Cam Reddish will not get a bunch of threes. Bulls under. I like the Bulls under. Maryland is not impressive. No, they are not. Iowa game under the 160 in basketball against Western Illy, right? 162 is a lot of. It was 162 last night. It's 160. It's come down. Why not? Under. Yep, hit the like button, folks. Not that hard to do. On that note, 52 minutes. We're out of here. That's 20 minutes longer than I want to do shows. Try to keep it my half hour. It never works. I like talking to everybody. Anyway, thanks for popping in. We'll see everybody tomorrow.